What if you could slash your risk of a deadly cancer with just a few simple moves you can do today? It sounds almost too good to be true, but the science is backing it up. Recently, game-changing clinical trials have found that specific exercise strategies are shockingly effective at cutting down colon cancer risk. And for those who've already battled colon cancer, a planned exercise routine can drop the risk of it coming back and the risk of death by a staggering 37%. So in this video, we're going to get way more specific than just get more exercise. We're pulling back the curtain on 3 evidence-based strategies that are delivering these incredible results. We won't just show you what to do, we're going to break down the science and explain exactly why these movements are so powerful. This isn't about general wellness, this is a targeted plan to protect your health, backed by the highest level of scientific proof. We're talking about adding years to your life and, just as importantly, life to your years. Let's get started. For decades, we've heard it. Physical activity is good for you. Thanks, Captain Obvious. But the link between exercise and fighting colon cancer has never been clearer or more exciting than it is right now. A huge pile of research, including those landmark trials I mentioned, has officially moved exercise from the nice to do column to the absolutely essential column. Here's what the science is telling us. Regular, moderate to vigorous activity is linked to a 24% to 40% reduction in colon cancer risk for the general population. That's getting pretty close to cutting your risk in half. And for colon cancer survivors, the news is just as revolutionary. One world first clinical trial followed almost 900 patients. At the 5-year mark, 80% of those in a structured exercise program were cancer-free, compared to just 74% in the group without it. 8 years out, 90% of the exercisers were still alive versus 83% in the other group. So how on earth does moving your body do all that? It's a multi-pronged attack. Exercise helps lower levels of things like insulin that can act like fuel for cancer cells. It calms down chronic inflammation, a known troublemaker for cancer. It supercharges your immune system, waking up the powerful T cells and natural killer cells that hunt down and destroy rogue cells. One mind-blowing study even found that a specific molecule our muscles release during exercise, called interleukin-6, can help repair DNA damage in colon cells, basically stopping cancer before it even gets a foothold. The evidence is overwhelming. The question isn't if exercise works anymore. The question is, how can you make it work best for you? That's what we're here to show you. All right, before we jump into the exercises, we need to have a quick but really important chat about safety. The information we're sharing is based on solid science, but it's not a substitute for personal medical advice. Please talk to your doctor before starting any new fitness routine, especially if you have other health conditions, haven't been active in a while, or are going through cancer treatment. And most importantly, listen to your body. It's smart. Exercise should feel challenging, but never painful. If you feel any chest pain, dizziness, or sharp shooting pains, stop immediately and get it checked out. Our goal here is to build a stronger, healthier you, and that journey always starts with being safe and smart. First up is the foundation, and maybe the most accessible exercise on the planet, brisk walking. Now, don't let its simplicity fool you. This isn't a lazy stroll through the park. Purposeful, brisk walking is the cornerstone of the most successful cancer prevention programs out there. So why does it work so well? Brisk walking is aerobic exercise, meaning it gets your heart pumping and your body using more oxygen. This kicks off a cascade of benefits. It helps manage blood sugar and lower those insulin levels we talked about, making your body a less friendly place for cancer to grow. It also gets your digestive system moving faster, which can reduce the time your colon lining is exposed to any potential bad guys. Study after study shows that this kind of moderate activity done consistently is tied to a major drop in colon cancer risk. So what does brisk actually mean? Here's a great rule of thumb. You should be walking at a pace where you can still talk, but you couldn't belt out your favorite song. Your heart rate should be up. Pay attention to your form too. Stand tall, shoulders back and relaxed, and look ahead. Swing your arms naturally from the shoulder. This is a workout, not just a walk. Your goal should be 150 to 300 minutes of this per week. If that sounds like a mountain to climb, don't sweat it. You don't have to do it all at once. Break it up. Start with 3 10-minute walks a day. As you get stronger, go a little longer or a little faster. If you're worried about balance, a treadmill with handrails is a fantastic tool. The most important thing is just to start. Every single step is a victory. Our second move takes us from the world of cardio into the crucial territory of strength training. We're talking about the good old bodyweight squat. While cardio has gotten most of the attention over the years, new research is shining a huge spotlight on the unique power of building and keeping muscle. Why are squats a big deal? Resistance exercises like squats build lean muscle. The more muscle you have, the better your body gets at using insulin, which helps create that anti-cancer environment. Building strength is linked to a lower risk of colon cancer, and some studies suggest that resistance training a couple of times a week can significantly reduce your chances of dying from cancer in general. Squats are an incredibly efficient way to strengthen your entire lower body and core, your body's biggest muscles, all without a single dumbbell. Now, form is everything for getting results and staying safe. Stand with your feet a little wider than your shoulders, toes pointing slightly out. Keep your chest up and your back straight. Start the move by pushing your hips back, like you're aiming for a chair that's a bit too far behind you. Go down until your thighs are parallel to the floor or as low as you can comfortably go with good form. Push through your heels to power back up and give your glutes a good squeeze at the top. The classic mistake is letting your knees cave in or drift way past your toes. Think chest proud, back straight. If a full squat is too much right now, no problem. Start with a chair squat. Stand in front of a sturdy chair and do the exact same move, but let yourself lightly tap the chair before standing up. It's a perfect way to build confidence and nail the form. You can also try a wall sit. Just slide your back down a wall until your knees are at a 90-degree angle and hold it. Your legs will be shaking in no time. Aim for 2 strength sessions like squats each week. Our third exercise isn't just one move, it's the secret sauce. It's a strategy that the latest clinical trials have shown to be the most powerful of all, the structured circuit. This is what takes the first 2 exercises and multiplies their benefits. That groundbreaking challenge trial, it didn't just tell patients to go exercise, and it gave them a structured, supervised, and personalized plan, and the results were incredible. This is the strategy that led to that 37% lower risk of death. Why is structure so important? Because it builds consistency. It takes the guesswork out of the equation and helps you get progressively stronger in a safe way. When you schedule your exercise, it becomes a non-negotiable appointment with yourself. The trials with the best results combine both cardio and strength work into regular sessions. This ensures you're always working at the right intensity and making progress. You can create a dead simple, structured circuit right at home. The goal is to mix cardio and strength to keep your heart rate up while you build muscle. Here's a sample beginner circuit. 1. Brisk marching in place, 60 seconds. 2. Bodyweight or chair squats, 30 seconds. 3. Modified jumping jacks. Step out to the side instead of jumping, 60 seconds. 4. Rest, 30 seconds. Repeat that whole circuit 3 to 5 times for a fantastic 15 to 25 minute workout. The key is being intentional. Write it down. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are your circuit days, and Tuesday and Thursday are for your brisk walks. This structure is what turns simple moves into a life-saving habit. It's this commitment to a plan that the science shows can truly change your future. So there you have it. 3 simple science-backed strategies to seriously reduce your risk of colon cancer. First, you build your foundation with brisk walking. Aim for at least 150 minutes a week. Make it your daily promise to your health. Second, you build your strength with body weight squats or other resistance work at least twice a week to power up your metabolism. And third, you bring it all together with a structured circuit. Plan your workouts, mix it up, and stay consistent. This is where the real magic happens. Taking control of your health can feel like a huge task, but you now have a clear roadmap. You have the knowledge, you have the moves. The first step is always the hardest, but it's the one that matters most. So start small and start today. Go for a 10-minute walk, do D-set chair squats. You have the power to make a real lasting change. If you found this video valuable, please subscribe for more health strategies that actually work. And please share this video. Share it with your family, your friends, anyone you care about. This is information that could genuinely save a life. Thanks for watching, and here's to your long, vibrant, and healthy life.